First one is going to be, how did you fail in 2018?
Yeah, definitely starting happy here, aren't we?
Alrighty, hey everyone, welcome to this little video series we're going to be doing. This is the two youngest THPCs in the world. That, for those of you who don't know, it's Certified High Performance Coaching. It's an extremely elite coaching system that very few people are a part of. We are the two youngest on the planet. Youngest Certified High Performance Coach in the world, who is currently living your high performance life, going to college and doing things like that, and really trying to bring that high performance aspect to college. I'm going to start off everything with some super fun and super enjoyable questions. First one is going to be, how did you fail in 2018?
Yeah, definitely starting happy here, aren't we? How did I fail in 2018? I would definitely say I failed in my idea of becoming a highly successful entrepreneur. I was under the impression that if I got my certification and I set myself some goals and I was like, by the end of the year, I'll have tons of clients and I'll be super successful and making lots of money. Yet, no. On so many levels, didn't quite hit that mark, and it was really frustrating actually for me, and I was really down about I failed at 2018 because I didn't feel like I'd hit this big goal for myself, and I was really sad and really upset about it, and just honestly getting really depressed and down on myself about not reaching a goal that I initially thought I really could. And one of my coaches, which I highly recommend always having a coach, one of my coaches put it into perspective for me. And she said, write down everything you did in 2018. Then tell me, how exactly did you fail at all of these things? Why is all of this a failure? And then write why none of it is a failure. Why were all of these successes? And that actually completely changed my perspective on how 2018 went. So I didn't become a highly successful entrepreneur making lots of money because I didn't have all the skill sets that were required for it. I didn't even fully understand all the skill sets that I needed, and I didn't know that. And so, yeah, I failed at it in the sense that I did not hit that goal, but I took a lot of steps to get there. So I'm still actually really proud of the progress I made, if that makes sense.
Okay, and what were some of the steps that you accomplished in 2018?
I went to 13 seminars in 12 months. So I took the year off school, which is why I was able to do this. I traveled to California for some of those. I actually went to Peru for another one of those seminars, which was an incredible experience. And so from October 2017 to November 2018, the beginning of November, I attended a lot of seminars, and all of them were about becoming a better speaker, learning more about how to succeed as an entrepreneur and what are some different things that I needed to get better at personally, and really learning a lot of skill sets. So that was how I succeeded in that was part of one of my successes in 2018.
So tell me, what's one goal that in 2018 you accomplished but in a different way than you originally planned?
College. Definitely, that would definitely be college for me, because I planned on starting school again in the fall. For those of you who don't know, I got my associate's degree December 2017, and I've been planning to just take like the spring and summer off and then get started again in the fall. And initially that was great because I was like, okay, I'll go to this school. And then I was like, oh, well, I don't really want that degree anymore, and they don't have any of the other degrees I'm looking for, so maybe I'll go to this school or that one, and then it became this long process that then wasn't able to be finished in time to actually start. Therefore, I ended up not starting school until spring 2019. So I accomplished the goal of getting to school and finding a really solid path that I'm interested in, that I wanted, but I didn't accomplish it on my time frame.
Okay.
And I learned a lot from that.
And what was the degree path you wanted to go to?
Originally, or what it changed to 3 times?
What's the one you're going for right now?
Neurobiology, physiology, and behavior sciences with a double major in neuroscience.
Brain stuff, people stuff.
Brain stuff and people stuff, definitely.
I got you guys covered. Okay, so let's talk about something that you learned in 2018. What's one of the goals that you set and you accomplished, but it taught you something really important along the way?
It's really a conglomerate of the goals I set, because I didn't have a lot of clarity. So whether it was my entrepreneurship or my idea of what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go for college, those things, Something that Paul Gowen told me, Gowen, he explained to me that he said previously it seemed like you were running away from something, like all of your goals were just you trying to get away. In the car chase scenes, you always see them, they're just going there isn't somewhere they're heading to, right? They're just going. And that wasn't helping me accomplish my goals. So I think the biggest thing I learned was I needed clarity. I ended up going to ASU because I got clarity on what I wanted to do, and I came up with a plan and a path and a point B that actually gave me, okay, I'm here, I want to be here now. And even if that changes, I still have somewhere I'm moving, but I'm moving with purpose. I'm not just going all over the map. And so that was the biggest thing I learned was I needed clarity before I try and figure out all the little steps in between. I needed the clarity first.
How does that translate into your action plan for 2019?
It actually translates really majorly because I wouldn't have the major I had without that clarity, and it gave me an understanding of, because I now know what I'm aiming for, I know what I need to focus on. So my action plan in 2019, this coming year, is, or this year, here now I guess, but for this year my plan is to be a high performer in college. A little bit of an oxymoron there. And I really want to take being a college student to the next level, because I've always succeeded in school, but not necessarily to the level I want to now, because I was able to give 80% and still do well, but because of the path I have planned, I need to be giving 110%, which means now that I have the clarity and know where I'm going, I'm applying the other lessons I learned on how I work best to my college so that I can get my work done in time, stop procrastinating in the same way that I have for years, and actually feel good about where I am in my learning. That way I can actually create a future from it.
The stage is now yours. If you could help all these people that are setting resolutions and goals for 2019, what would you tell them? How would you help them with your experience, your background in neurology, psychology, and certified high performance coaching? How can you help them set better goals and achieve them?
So with these New Year's resolutions, like, we tend to set them every year, right? And sometimes it happens that you feel like you're setting the same goal every single year, and you don't really feel like you're quite getting there. And I can tell you, I've been there. I've been there so many times, it's not even funny. But what really makes the difference, I think, is actually delving into understanding of your own psyche. And that, I think, that has changed the game for me. I now understand where I thrive, so I know I need checklists. So if you haven't tried that, I mean, if you're a college student or you have work projects that are coming up, what I encourage you to do is create a list of the things that need to get done so that you actually can see them. I'm a very visual person personally, so I need to be actually able to see my goals, see the things I have planned in order to get them done. Otherwise, they just get put off and off and off, and then suddenly it's the end of the year and they aren't done. So my recommendation for you is, first, understand your psyche, understand where you thrive, what some of your pitfalls are, and then create a distinct plan coming from the clarity you have of your goal to actually get there. So for me, that was a checklist, and I highly recommend you try that. And if that doesn't work for you, maybe ask a friend for an idea of, hey, I'm trying this new thing and this matters to me. What is something I can do to try and succeed? I think that's a big deal, knowing your own psyche and then actually setting a plan for it. Because it's easy to say, I want to lose weight, I want to get healthy, I want to be able to run a 5K, or I want to succeed. Make that something that's clear so that you can accomplish it.
So planning out the actual action steps required.
Plan out the action steps. And
Okay.
if you're visual, make it visual for you.
Okay. So there you have it, an awesome strategy to try and help you with your goals for next year. Hopefully you learned something from the things we had to learn during 2018, and I hope that you can break down your goals moving forward to better serve you. And another reason why we want to shoot this little video for you is not just to give you the best advice, but to show you that, I mean, we both help people every single day with getting clarity and setting goals, and we both have coaches, and we both have to go back every year and review and figure out how we can do better in our own lives.
Yeah.
It's a growing process for all of us, and even though we get to help people do it every day, we want to make sure we show you a little bit of what we have to do, and hopefully that helps you with your next goal. Sound fun?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Can't wait for the rest of this year.
It's gonna be a fun year. Y'all take care.